Welcome, everybody. It's Houston Itasha's Itasha 101. The first time here in AM. Yay! Woo! I'm Peachy. Sorry about that. I'm Peachy, your host for tonight. First time to host for AM, and I'm so happy to have my friends with me.
Texas farm and ranch families have grown a country as a proud American
And they are the Itasha guys.
Introducing Polaris Ag Advantage, an exclusive program to support Texas farmers and ranchers.
And I want to say hello to everybody who's already online. Let me see who's online.
It's a lot of people online.
Oh, a lot of people in the chat, you mean?
What is going on? It's an ad? All right. So I'd like to introduce my the panel right here. We have... Introduce yourself, guys.
Oh, hey guys, I'm Bansama. I'm the lead director of the Itasha at Express Skins. And I make Itashas for the United States, some of them, or help make it, help make the population of these Itashas grow. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Greg Formosa. I am the owner of the Itasha known as Miku Evo, which is a, used to be a inspired race Miku with race Miku characters. Now it's its own original race Miku version for my own racing adventure. Pretty much I just do a bunch of racing and whatnot and try to promote what I do.
Yes.
Hello, I'm Ed. I'm CEO of Express Skins. So basically I'm in charge of all the operations from zero. So I'm here to give some information about the Itashas and how everything works in this world.
Yay.
Itashas.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Scout. I run the car show for Anime Matsuri, as you guys might know or might not. I coordinate the car show that you come to see at Matsuri.
And Scout, by the way, is my husband, and we're both working for Anime Matsuri. I'm his lieutenant in the car show. And I'm welcome everybody again for the second time, welcoming everybody to our first Itasha panel. We have a lot in store for you guys. And actually, first of all, we're going to tackle the definition of an Itasha. What is an Itasha? And a little history as well. And I'm going to show you a little scene, a car scene, Itasha car scene in Japan, as well as here in the United States. Also, we are going to talk about the process on how to go about owning an Itasha, the cost involved, the process involved, who are the people behind the installation, everything about the Itashas. And also aftercare. What should we know in order for our Itashas to last years? You know, longevity is very important. Actually, Greg here has one of the longest running Itashas in our group. How long have you been having your car?
My first one, I've had it. 5, 6 years. No, the wrap was about 4.5 years before I finally decided to take it off for the change. It could have, if I hadn't decided to change it this year, it could have went a lot longer.
Yeah. Yes, and he really takes good care of his Itasha, and he is going to talk about the aftercare of the Itasha. And we have interviewed 3 current Itasha owners. We're all actually Itasha owners, but we have interviewed 2 from out of town and 1 a business owner here in Houston. Also, my husband John will be talking about car meets and car show do's and don'ts. All right, so let's get it started. Let's start with Bun Bun. Tell us about your definition, or a very common definition of Itasha, maybe Google-wise.
Okay, so let's start. if you guys search on Google, you'll see the definition of Natasha is painful cars. So why do the Japanese call it painful cars? Well, technically it's painful for your wallet, and sometimes for normal people it's painful to look at. This has been talked about throughout the Itasha community, either it be in here or in Japan or in Thailand or Malaysia. It doesn't really matter. It kind of have the same meaning. I know for a fact that when it comes to Itasha, it's anime characters. It's sometimes idols. I've seen some idol cars. And then game characters and
JRPGs.
JRPGs. It's multiple things. I've even seen in Japan they have commercial cars that are made into Itashas also. As for us in the state, I think Itasha, the meaning would be slightly different. Because it is still new for a lot of the non how would I say, for normal people to see this on the road. They're like, what is that? Sometimes the Itasha cars pass by and they're like, oh, that's just a commercial car, which is not.
Yes,
For Itasha, I think for me it's a mobile art piece.
that's true. A rolling
Because,
masterpiece, actually.
yeah, each designer is an artist. So you have the artist that create the character, what you call character art, and then you have the artist that put together the Itasha livery or background, put it all together, and then you have the rappers. The rappers are actually, I mean, they work with their hands, so it's part of the artistry of Itashas. I know a lot of people out there will have different meanings. This is just through me, through my experience. I guess I would say about 5 years of doing this since my first Itasha car. So we've gone through meeting people from Japan, meeting people from Cali, meeting people from Canada, even in Europe, and everybody got a different idea what Itasha means to them. So yeah, take it with a grain of salt. It could mean anything actually. And of course, in America, we do have hero villain cars. They're slightly different than what we're used to. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much a quick definition of what I think Itasha are,
Alright.
and from what you can actually read from Google or
Yes.
Yahoo if you use Yahoo.
Why do you think people get an Itasha?
Why do people get a Itasha? People that get Itashas are not particularly just car guys. So you can actually be just an otaku that's into anime and get the Itasha to their what you call Itasha wrap on their car and become a car person. Like you
Yes.
grow through the process, and then you have the car guys that modify their cars on a daily basis. You know, some people want to get fast, some people want something that look cool, and they like anime too. So you combine 2 or 3 kind of genres into one and create something new. So yeah, I think that's particularly why people would be getting Itasha for their car, motorcycle, or maybe boat, 18-wheeler.
Yes,
Try that.
that's
Forklift.
true.
Forklift.
Forklift. What is the definition of an Itasha actually? The word Itasha.
I would say the word Itasha would be, well, like I said before, painful car.
Yes.
But I think the word we're looking for is mostly cringe.
Cringe car.
That pops up most of the time.
Because it's painful to look at because it's so colorful.
It is.
And
But like I said, for us here, it's different. It's an art. I know in Japan it's art too, but it's just it has these different meanings.
yes, I see.
I know one of the posts on one of the UO forums, the guy commented and said, I like anime and all, but this is just way too weeb.
And that brings up the point that a lot of people are not used to that.
Yes.
So that's why we're trying to help people know what the Itasha community has brought, or we're incorporating what Japan did and doing our own like American twist. That's the way I kind of want to put it at.
Yes.
We don't want to verbatim like copy from Japan.
From Japan, although it came from Japan.
Mhm.
All right, a little history of Itasha. Let's go ahead with the other slides. All right, next one. And we're just finished with that.
Mhm.
And the next slide would feature, what do we have here? Oh, the Itasha car scene in Japan and the Itasha car scene in USA.
So the Itasha car scene in Japan. I haven't been to Japan yet, so I'm hoping after the pandemic I can meet all the guys over there.
Yes.
I had a lot of friends that that have traveled to Japan.
Mhm.
He has.
Mhm.
And met up with some of the Itasha Itasha owners over there.
Mhm.
And most of them are not actually in a team. They meet up in like maybe forums, or they just meet up randomly
Mhm.
at a single location, and just just park there, show off their cars. And then sometimes there are events that incorporates cosplay, incorporates
Nice.
some merchandise, and then the car itself, bikes. Sometimes you see some of the 18-wheelers out there decked out.
Decatora.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's another one.
And I mean, for me, I haven't been to Japan, so I don't have a full knowledge of how they do it over there. But from what I see in videos, it has some similarities of what we're trying to do.
Yes. Oh, by the way, you call a car an Itasha, but when it comes to motorcycles, you call it an
Hitansha.
Itansha. And wheelchairs and bicycles are Itachari.
Yeah, Itachari.
So they're totally different. Yeah. And
Different
then we
word for different vehicles.
Yes. And then we have the Deco, what was that? Scott?
Decatora
Decatora.
are really
Flashy.
flashy with a lot of lights.
Trucks.
Semis, box trucks, some things like that.
And they
The
have
cabs
that
are
in
really
Japan.
decked out, a lot of steel work and stuff like that.
Yes. They're very colorful and so a lot of lights. Okay. We're going to show you a little clip of the car scene in Japan in the next slide. Just click play.
Skip the head.
ネタ業はゲーム、アニメ、いろんなイベントを紹介してます。で、今日はね、イタ社の一番大きいイベント、イタジフェスタを紹介したいと思います。まあ今回はね、そのイベントのために1000台以上の、車やバイクやいろいろとイタ社が集まったのですごいことになってました。それではね、早速イタジフェスタ in お台場2015に行きましょう。ゆりかもめに乗ってお台場へ向かいます。お台場といえば等身大のガンダム、毎回行くと挨拶してますよ。会場はフジテレビの建物裏、駐車場に1000台以上のイタ社が集まっています。フジテレビといえば、昔はよくねあそこに通ってましたねまあ2年間ちょいとねそれぐらいねリポーターやってたので土曜日の朝ねそれでよく行ってました。イタジフェスタは年に3回全国のいろんな場所で行われています。中でもお台場は最大規模の会場。1500円で1日自由に見学を楽しめます。さらに会場内のブースで使える500円分のクーポンがついています。今回で11回目となるイタジフェスタ in お台場には全国からイタ社が集まりました。スポーツカーからレトロカーまで車の種類はいろいろ。なんとシトロエンドシュフォがありました。もちろん車が中心ですが中にはトラックやキャンピングカーの姿も。バイクもたくさん。アニメラッキースターのモデルがなかなかええの。 あのアニメかなり受けましたな。
Sidecar.
自転車もありました。ステージイベントが行われていました。ラジコンレース、かなりドリフト効かせていますね。
Aw.
DJ ブースもあり、アニソンのかっこいいミックスを流していました。歩いているとコスプレイヤーとすれ違います。この仮面ライダーたちのように。
Yeah.
またイタ社のキャラクターに合ったコスプレイヤーがいる場合も。
Cosplayers.
アクセサリーのバリエティやオリジナリティに目を見張ります。長いマフラーや猫耳型のスピーカー、まつげなど。このジョニー・ライデン専用ザク2仕様の前で固まりました。ザクの物合いがついています。しかも動きます。本格的なオーディオシステム搭載の車も結構ありました。スモークを噴射している車まで。イタ社の近くにいろんなものが並んでいることも。このコスモ仕様のイタ社がかなり持っていますね。車の横にまるでガレージセールみたいです。
Wow.
さあいくつかのイタ車を見て回りましょう。まずラブライ仕様のシリーズからたくさんあります。やっぱり人気がありますね。この日はラブライフ仕様の車は一番多かったんじゃないかな。続いて艦隊コレクション、コスプレと同じくこれもよく見かけます。うまるちゃんなど最近のアニメのイタ車もありますね。ハイキュー、軽音、キンラキンなどいろいろあります。このガッドイター仕様のロータスなどビデオゲーム関連ももちろんあります。ソニックのイタ車、そういえばソニックは初めて見ました。イタ車は女性のキャラクターがモチーフの方が多いですからね。マリオのイタ車も見てみたいですね。レトロゲーム関連ではなんと驚いたことにゲームセンター CX のイタ社がアリの課長がレトロゲームに奮闘する有名な番組ですね。あの番組結構気に入ってます。続いては避けて取れない初音ミクシリーズ。人気すぎてもはやイタ社の定番です。多くのナンバープレートはミクミクとなっている。本当にこだわっていますね。イタ社の集まりで初音ミクがないことってなかなかないでしょう。初音ミクといえばグッスマイルレーシングなど企業の参加もありました。グッスマイルレーシングは入り口の近くに魅力的なレースクイーンに囲まれた3台のかっこいい車を展示していました。カメラマンたちは車よりレースクイーンを撮ってる人が多い気がするな。まあ僕も車を撮影すると同じぐらいレースクイーンも撮影したからね。
Wow. They have the Good Smile
このブース
Racing.
には特に初音ミクレーシングのグッズがありました。インギンモータースポーツのコーナーに行きます。インギンのマスコット山口美優仕様のトヨタが展示されていました。細かいところまで装飾やカスタムされているこの車は250万で購入可能。車のパーツを扱うクスコのブースに行きましょう。今年のワンダーフェスティバルの番組でも紹介しました。今回もミニバージョンのミコ姿の綺麗なコンパニオンさんがいます。 クスコのマスコット高崎クスコ仕様のイタシャです。横には巫女の絵がペンされた鍛冶屋が見えます。最後は漫画や同人誌を扱う有名ショップ虎の穴のイタシャです。イタジェフェスタ in お台場2015の紹介は、これまでです。本当にまだたくさん紹介したい車がありますね。本当にいろいろとね撮影したので、これからねイタシャ専用の動画いくつか作っていきたいなと思います。本当にかっこいい車がたくさんあるので、もう興奮してめちゃくちゃ撮影してしまった。徐々にね紹介できればなと思います。でThere
you go. All right. And our next one is actually coming from home. It's the Itasha scene in USA, especially here in Texas. This is a clip coming from AM's Import Reactor car show from 2019. We'd like to thank our friend Benny who took this video. And you would see most of our cars in this video, actually.
時間あればぜひ、確認してください。番組最後まで。
Oops. There you go. Guys, if you can see familiar Itashas, just let us know.
That guy drove all the way from California.
Corey's car,
That's
a native from
Gal's
Houston.
Car. That's Devlin's.
Devlin's car.
Kim, who you'll be hearing from later.
Andres, right?
There's Benny's car.
Bun's car.
Benny.
Oh no, she's looking at the video.
Oh.
The live's 20 seconds behind us. Hugh's car.
Huey's car. Tim's car. So people come all the way from different states just to go to Import Reactor. Scout, from where do they come from? Just to attend our car show?
We haven't come from both coasts.
That's Scout right there.
Thank you, Benny.
Itasha.
The R32 Skyline you saw before was, he drove all the way from California. We have guys coming from Louisiana, East Coast, West Coast. They drove all the way just to come to our show. So very literally you can see anything. You will see anything there.
Yeah, that's Scout's car. The KDA Ari. And our friend, T House.
Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew's car. Our sponsor. Kill a Kill. He doesn't have any. Alright.
Oh, then there's the Arizona car.
Arizona car.
That's dope.
Another staff member's car, that's Jacob's.
Oh,
There's
Ed's car.
There's
Pika
car.
Oh
Pool.
my god.
Woohoo.
No.
That was right after you guys did it.
We did it like in
That is a SEMA car right there.
like
Yes.
what, 8 hours?
There's a theme car there.
Initial D.
Camry with a supercharger.
David Lee's car. Way up in the background, you see WRX Snowboarder.
And if you notice that setting is different, what's different with that setting last year? It's
That
called
was the first year we did Shibuya Crossing.
Shibuya Crossing, yes.
Explain
what Shibuya Crossing is.
Shibuya Crossing is basically like Times Square, but in Japan.
Yes.
The crosswalk is very unique. You've probably seen it in movie.
Very iconic
like
crosswalk.
Tokyo Drift.
Yes.
It's one of the busiest.
But we did
crosswalks.
our version of Shibuya Crossing inside the convention hall for Anime Matsuri last
Never
year,
been done before, only in AM, yes.
with functioning shops. Godzilla store was over there. We had Swallowtail Cafe. We had K-Books.
The Godzilla.
At home, Maid Cafe.
Right.
And forgetting something. Oh, the Otome store.
Yes.
And then that's how we did it. And it's going to be back next year
Yay.
with a few more additions, I think.
Yes. Yes. I'm ready for that. Right. And then recently we had a couple of friends who opened a business around here in Houston. It's called Blastacars. It's really what do you call that? A
Drift cars.
It's a
Drift cars.
go-kart.
drift
Pretty much
go-karts.
go-karts, you
Yes.
drift.
This was a local meet
Yes, and this is just a local meet. It's a very short clip.
run
Don't
by our
worry,
friend
guys.
Andrew.
Yes. And
It's a car meet.
yes, this is in Houston. This is our car meet in Houston. Oops. There we go. That's the
karts.
drift go-karts. And of course, Waifu Hunters is there. With all their car slaps
There's our
and
friend Lauren's
peakers.
car.
Yes, Lauren's car. Darling.
She got-
Oh, yeah,
Camaro.
she came from San Antonio for that. I
Yes,
forgot.
just
Yeah.
for this.
She got a brand new wrap.
Yes. So people come all over
car.
different states just to visit us here in Houston because they know the car meets, the Itasha car scene here is pretty awesome. And then whenever they come over here, we really treat them like their family. So, yeah.
There's
That's
Kim.
you. Kim. Bun.
Who's that guy?
Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a crazy car meet. Oh, there's
Well, it was the first car meet since COVID
COVID.
started. Yeah.
During the pandemic.
And it got out of control. Out of control, huge.
Yeah. That's me. And Prissy.
Oh, he came in for that too. That's
Oh, Gilbert.
Gilbert
San
came
Antonio.
Yeah, Gilbert,
from out of
San Antonio.
town.
Tim right there came
Austin.
from Austin.
Yes. Yeah.
That was the debut of that rap.
Yes. That's my rap. Yes. Tim. All right.
Typical Tim.
Oh, guys, we have a super chat.
From who? What's the question?
Jam Templar.
JM Templar.
Our super
You're
chat
my
super
favorite.
guy, who's in every super chat.
What was his question, Greg?
He didn't really have a question. He's just saying, love the cars, love Ed's Pico Pool car. Wondering if
Thank you.
we get to see a Godzilla car.
Oh,
what you
coming.
do each year, truly awesomeness.
Yes. Thank you, JM Templar. You're awesome.
There may or may not be a Godzilla car next year. We don't.
We'll
Well,
see.
You never know.
You'll never know.
Ideas
Yeah.
are always infinite, and you just never know. We got a long time until we get another event, so
Right. We have less than a year,
Yeah.
but still a long time.
enough time to create another
Yes.
batch of Itasha cars.
And speaking of creation, let's talk about the Itasha process and the cost involved. We have Ed here. Tell us about the Itasha process. Where do we start? I'm sure a lot of our viewers
Yes.
here would like to know, how do I start off when I'm going to get an Itasha? Where do I start?
Well, every Tasha starts with an idea. Basically, the character you love from the anime you love, the game you love. It can be a comic. So that's the first step. The second step is find a company that takes care of it. It can be Express Skin, any other company. The second step will be start working on the art. That's what it takes the longest because we don't want to just grab original art, copy it, like vectorize it, and then just steal that. We prefer to have
Original art.
original, like fan art, if you say it. Basically,
Create something.
we have artists that they do it from scratch.
I see.
They show the line art, then they process to do all the coloring, and if it's needed, we vectorize that art.
Yes. Like my Itasha was made by an artist named Ravash,
Ravash.
and he came all the way from Colombia.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's one of the artists in our team. Awesome person. We
Yes.
love him. He did a Ornesico 86, the art.
Yes.
He did the art too. He did
And
the art.
Scout
My
Scar.
car, which you can kind of see right here.
Yes.
Yeah. Then after that, we start working on the design. The designs take about 2-3 weeks. We have to do changes, whatever you like, what you don't like. We keep
Background,
modifying until you
yes.
approve it.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we need to print, install, and then present.
Now, installation, how long does it take?
It really depends. For example, hood, Itasha hood, it can be done in one day.
Yeah.
If you are looking to do like 3/4, full wraps, layer wraps, then it can go from 3-4 days to 2-3 weeks.
I see.
It really depends on what you want to achieve with your Itasha.
Okay, another a big question I'm sure everybody would like to know are the cost involved.
Okay, so the cost.
Make
your
it simple
Itasha-
for us.
Yeah,
Make
yeah.
it
I'm
simple.
I'm gonna try to make it as simple as possible.
Yes.
Like you can either get like if you want to do the characters only on the side, you can do half Itasha wrap. You can do 3/4 on the side. You can do a full Itasha. You can do hood only. So basically, the prices usually start in 600. Then that includes
Start 600 onward and then it
yeah,
goes.
yeah. So that goes up to 5,000-6,000 depending on what you want, how you want to install it, how many pieces of art you want,
I see.
size of the car. So there is like really like many variables that you need to take in account before getting an actual price for it.
I see.
Oh, we have a super chat.
Oh, a super chat again.
Yeah, from Kim Chetty. Says,
Oh.
community over competition. Thanks for treating me like family.
Thank you, Kim.
Yeah, that's Kim from the African Elephant.
Yes.
We just had an event last week, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he took the time to put together
Awesome,
a group
Kim.
of photographer, cosplayers, Itasha, and we
It was
hosted
a lot
part.
of fun.
Yeah, we hosted part of the event in one of our locations. It was a blast. We
Yes.
love it.
It's like cosplay and cars. Yeah.
Yeah, and like he said, it's like we're focused on the community instead of the competition. And
Yes.
there will always be competition. There will always be other shops. We're looking to help them instead of just competing against them.
Correct.
So
We're building the
thank
community.
you, Kim.
Yeah. And now let's go to once you get your Itasha, it's the aftercare.
Yeah,
That's
really
what we're gonna know in the next slide.
Yep.
About the first days after installation, Greg, can you tell us more about what we should do once we get our Itashas? What's the best way to keep them long with us?
Keep them for a while. Well, the first
Yeah.
thing after you get them, the first couple weeks, is pretty much try to keep it clean. Before washing or running through any kind of, actually, you don't even want to run through a car wash. Car washes are a no-no with wraps.
Mm-mm.
Not put them through there. The
Mm-mm.
pressure, the high pressure from the water, and the spinning brushes will start to lift areas over time. It may not do. You may go through it one time and be like, oh, it's fine, but over time it will damage that wrap.
Right.
The wraps in the first week to 3 weeks, depending on if it's out in the sun, if you store it, are still curing. There's still moisture between the wrap and the car that's getting out. So it takes a little bit of time. After those first week to 3 weeks, you can go ahead and start washing it and whatnot, the best protection out there is to get ceramic coated.
Yes.
Ceramic Pro, anyone that does any detailing place that does Ceramic Pro, they do a PPF and vinyl protection with a 9H hardener. It's the most expensive route, but it's one of the best ways to keep it clean and keep it alive for as long as possible. From there, if you just want to DIY it and do it yourself, you can just wash the car at home. Use pretty much a pH balanced wash.
No brushes.
No, well, you can use, well, that's what this is for. This is a wash mitt.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's a microfiber wash mitt. It's really soft.
Mhm.
So
Raptor
this
Itasha
is
says
good.
no brushes.
Yes, no brushes.
And no dish soap.
No dish soap. No
nothing,
Dawn.
Nothing harsh. Nothing with citrus.
Don't
or
use
anything.
Dawn.
You don't want to use anything with any wash with citrus. You want something that's pH balanced. So I use, this is what I use. This is Chemical Guys snow foam. It's their honeydew snow foam. You can use, you can also use McGuire's Crystal Clean, which you can get at like Walmart and whatnot, or AutoZone. Or
Oh,
O'Reilly's.
there's a super chat by God Doctor J Mac, $5 super chat. Yay! And his question is, what are some of the most popular Itasha vehicles y'all have brought to the convention over the past few years, if I may ask? Scout,
easy
that's
for
your
me to
question. Yes.
say. Most popular? Well,
Uh,
the most popular Corey's
Uh.
because it was different and new, because it was a Naruto wrapped muscle car.
yes.
Pretty much a lot of whenever it's a new wrap, that's tends to be the bright or the really bright ones. Like my wrap debuted at Matsuri last year,
Yes.
and I got a lot of attention, mostly because my car is a twin to my wife's car,
And that's a good too.
and it's right next to it. But Nesco was not there.
Oh.
Nesco at when they did that wrap and took it up north, yes, that was extremely popular.
Very popular.
Um,
And it depends on
it
what
also
is
depends
popular.
on what's going on at
Yes.
the time.
What popular anime or
If it's
game?
like
Yep,
they
that's-
Yes.
did Nesco.
I
Sorry,
went to Japan, Japan that year.
Yeah.
People just crowded the car.
Yes.
Um,
And during that time, I remember KDA Ari, the KDA girls were just new during that time, I think.
yeah, we had
Yes.
Ellen Kim at Matsuri.
Yes. Yes.
People were into that too.
Yeah, that's why it's popular.
It varies. It all comes down to.
Yes. Okay,
I'm going
thank
to be
you.
debuting a new Itasha in 2021 for Matsuri, so we'll see how
Oh.
popular that's going to be.
More than one.
More than one.
More
We
than
had
one.
like 5 or
Yeah,
6.
we were gonna have 6 or 7 Itasha.
New
Yeah.
ones, new.
Mine
Greg's
supposed to be
was,
this
Bun's
year.
was,
James.
Mine,
James, Peachy's. We had like 6 or 7 cars ready to go.
new Itashas.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
COVID struck, and here we are. But you'll
Yeah.
see them next year for sure.
Yes, and you'll never know. We
Well,
might
you'll-
have
You'll
something
see a
else.
new batch of new Itasha wraps.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's another thing. Right before the convention, this never fails, and Bun can attest to this. There is a flood of people that want to do
Mm-hmm.
wraps.
Want a new wrap just
So,
because of the convention.
Don't
Yep.
put it off if you're planning to do it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, because there's always smaller events, bigger events that you can participate. And then once you have your Itasha, you become this big part of the family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And
Yes.
we start hanging out with each other. And then, of course, if we get enough Itasha by the point of, I don't know, a year or two, I guess we can do another big event and
Yes.
get together. You know?
Speaking of
It's all about community with us.
yes, speaking of community and family, we have Itasha owners that we have interviewed, and we start with actually 3.
Well, you didn't
Yeah,
finish
finish
your
it.
grade.
Oh, he didn't
Yeah,
finish?
we got it.
I'm
We got
sorry.
it.
We got
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
We can get back to it. So I already talked about washing it. and
Oh, okay.
whatnot.
We were still in washing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're still on washing.
All right, go ahead, Greg.
So pretty much protective surfaces to use. Don't use any wax. Wax
yes.
with Caranuba in it will degrade. Will degrade the wrap.
And also scratch it.
It
Denomination.
will scratch because it does have a hardening agent in it with the Carnauba. you want to use more of a synthetic. They call it a wax, but it's more of a sealant.
Spray waxes. Yeah.
Spray
it's a
waxes. I use this is Chemical Guy's Jet Seal, is what I use. Just top coat after you wash the car and dry it off. Another one you could use, like I said, this is McGuire's Ultimate synthetic wax. It's called a wax, but it's not really. It doesn't have the traditional waxing chemicals in it. So this is okay for wraps as well. And then another thing to have is I know there's others. This is Chemical Guy's Wrap Detailer, specifically made for wraps, for vinyl wraps. So this, if you need to clean the car off, this is what you should use.
But you can use the McGuire's.
You can use McGuire's Ultimate. I actually have here about McGuire's Ultimate Quick Detailer. You can use this as well.
So you don't have to break the bank, is what you're saying?
No. Well, I mean, like, these aren't that much money. It's just getting them, because you can get all this stuff off of Amazon, but like the McGuire stuff, you can go down to Walmart or Myers or whatever.
It's
It's
available.
more accessible to the public.
That's
You
good.
don't have to go to a detail garage for Chemical Guys or buy it off of Amazon.
All right.
That's helpful.
All right. Thank you, Greg. We have owners, Itasha owners that we have interviewed. They came from out of town. One is Matt from North Carolina, and then Kim, a local from Houston, and Benjamin from Washington. Let's hear, and they're going to answer some questions regarding their Itashas, how they decided to get a character for their Itasha, what are their personal benefits of getting an Itasha, how they feel about having an Itasha, and their advice to future Itasha owners. So let's have the next slide for Matt. Matt's testimonial.
Raptor.
Raptor Itasha.
That's Kim.
Oh, that's
Super
Kim.
Kid.
That's Matt. And Matt is from North Carolina. And thank you for Agent James 007, the super chat. First time I ever semi-wrapped my RAM, waiting for hood design. Yes, love the community and glad I joined. The fairy tale.
Big circle.
Oh, that makes sense.
So for this one, I wanted to go for a more aggressive feel. I definitely wanted the flames, and I wanted her to be in an attack pose because I think that would capture her so much better. What are the personal benefits of owning an Itasha? Other than bringing smiles or looks of disbelief to people when you pass by them, sometimes we're able to go to conventions and get free passes and stuff like that. Nothing really out of the ordinary, though. So, as far as advice for future Itasha owners, I would say do it for yourself. Don't do it because other people said, oh, you should do this character, do this character. You're the one that's putting it on your car. These wraps last a long time, so make sure it's someone that you really like, that you're going to put on your car. And know what you want to do before you contact an artist or you start on the design work, because you're just going to be bouncing ideas back and forth and it's just going to take way longer to get it done.
All right. I think that was Matt.
Good face at the end.
Yeah. Perfect. Perfect.
And then another one is a business owner from Houston. And his name is Kim. Yay, Kim. Senpai Squad. Yes.
You will see him nationally.
Yes. Okay. And that is his Itasha, the Nezgo Itasha.
Apologize for the lighting for you.
panel. And you can see here, this is my Scion FRS, release series 1. This has been through 3 Itasha wraps. The first one was Xenon from Sword Art Online. Second one is 02 from Darling in the Franxx. And you can see here, this is Nezuko from Demon Slayer. I've been asked a couple was, how did I come up with the character and how did I come up with the design? Bon from the Express Keys team was the one who designed this. He did a very, very good job. So thank you to them. The idea isn't that interesting. Basically, we were on a time crunch to get something out by Anime NYC. Me and the Express Skins team drove all the way there to showcase our cars. So at that time, the most popular anime then was Demon Slayer, and I knew that there were going to be a lot of Nezuko cosplays, so I wanted to supply a car for all the Demon Slayer cosplays to cosplay with. So the second question is, what is the personal benefit of owning an Itasha? So I own the brand Senpai Squad. We're a lifestyle brand, so we sell merchandise online, at conventions. We throw car meets, car shows, and parties as well. So it's a whole lifestyle brand. This car was able to get me to travel across the United States, from East Coast to West Coast multiple times. I was able to enter shows and meet so many cool people. I've met thousands of people just because of this car. And I was able to bring joy to a lot of people when I take it to these events. So it has actually done a lot for me personally and for other people as well. So the third question is, how do I feel about owning an Itasha? I personally did not regret it one bit. If I get another car, I'm going to keep on doing it. It's brought me so much joy and to my friends and to the community, and I'm going to keep on doing it. The positives of owning an Itasha is that it's enabled me to connect with so many people and be able to talk about our same hobbies and passion, and then everything just grew from there. The negatives of owning an Itasha, it's not that much, but there are some. Number one, it's expensive. It can cost thousands of dollars, and also the maintenance. To be able to keep this, clean and maintained, you're gonna have to be careful of how you wash it and how you drive it. The third negative is that it brings a lot of attention, whether that's positive or negative. Sometimes when you go to the gas station, you just want to fill up your gas and go. That doesn't happen. You get a lot of people talk to you when you don't want to. So that's just something you're going to have to take into consideration when getting an Itasha. You will get a lot of attention. Even though this is my personal car that I drive every day, the main purpose is for my business. It brings business, it's an advertisement, it takes me from point A to point B. I'm able to represent all my merchandise on this car, and somebody didn't pay the electricity bill. I'm sorry about that. Do I have any advice to any future Itasha owners? And I'm just going to say this, that you are not going to please everyone, so don't get an Itasha for anyone else. Get it for yourself. Because regardless of what you do or how you do it, or what car you put it on, you are going to get hate. So just do it for you, and you'll be happy. 4 questions answered by me. I hope you guys have learned a lot.
Okay. All right, there you go, Kim. Yeah. That's awesome, Kim. Our last one, Itasha owner, is Benjamin from Washington State. Here we go.
I like his outfit.
Yes. Yeah, Benjamin's a family already. Oops. Oops. There we go. Come on, Benjamin. Here we go.
Everyone, I'm Ben from Washington State, and behind me is my 2008 Honda Civic Si, themed after Aqua from Konosuba, and I'm here to answer a few questions for you as to what it's like to be an Itasha owner. When choosing what character or anime you want to go with, you can go with either a character or anime that you're very familiar with, or you can do something that matches the vehicle more directly. For me, I chose Aqua from Konosuba because her color palette matches the blue on the Civic and what I wanted to do with it. When you look at Aqua, her color palette is largely dark blue, light blue, white, and gold. When you're looking at the Civic, it is already a dark blue, which in my eyes, goes very well with gold, and the light blue makes a very good accent color. So if you'll notice, the light blue of the background on my hood is actually the same or similar light blue as her color, or her hair color, sorry. Usually, as far as the design itself goes, I tend to have moments where I will just suddenly just know what I want, and it'll come out of kind of nowhere. Sometimes you'll just know what you want. Sometimes you'll see something driving down the road, or you'll see something online, and you'll think, oh, that's cool, I want to do that. As far as personal benefits go, I have had actually a fair amount of good things happen because of the Itashas on my cars. Anywhere from being invited to conventions to being featured on pages on Instagram, online, Facebook, anywhere, to just common compliments on the street. So if you're wanting to Itasha or planning to, I say go for it, but be ready to answer questions, because there will be people with a lot of questions who aren't afraid to ask, so don't be afraid to answer.
Right. There you go, our Itasha owners. Now, once you have your Itasha and show your car at car meets and car shows, how should you conduct yourself in a car show or a car meet? Go ahead, Scout.
It's fairly simple. As you can see, a lot of us car people spend a lot of money on our cars, and what we really ask people not to do is touch them, lay on them, things like that. Basically, treat it like it's your own. If you put that much money into it, you're not going to jump on a car. Be polite to people. Don't do burnouts. Don't rev your engine. That tends to get car meets shut down.
Because it's dangerous. That's
There's
why.
also danger involved. There's people walking around. You don't want to hit somebody with a car. That's the last thing you want to do.
Right.
Basically, be safe. Use your head.
Yes, because
and lay
everybody
off the
wants
cars.
just to have fun.
Yeah, we're all there to have fun and have a good time. Ask questions. And just have fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, if people ask questions to Itasha owners, they would gladly, entertain your questions. They love the attention.
Yeah, most of us stop at gas station, get asked by random individuals, and they asked us if we can, if they can take a picture of
Your
the car.
Yes.
I have a funny story. My dad drove my Subaru that has a Itasha on there, and he's really old. So get this: he stopped at the gas station, and a couple asked him, "Can they take a picture of the car?" He could not answer. He didn't know what's going on. He's not used to it. So he said, "Okay, go ahead. I'll step out the car," and they took a picture. And this happens for all of us.
Yes.
We usually ride together in almost like a big group.
Yes.
And when we're at restaurants, people would ask, "Can they take pictures?"
Yeah, basically support each other. Don't hate on each other.
Yes.
It's
That's
a community.
very important.
It's a big family. We're here to help each other. Help each other grow.
Yeah.
I get asked questions all the time. I get DMs everywhere.
We get honked at and go the approves sign, the OK sign.
Oh, that is a cool feeling when you're driving on the freeway and you got your Itasha on and you see the little kid in the back seat of the car with his cell phone up trying to take a picture while you're driving.
Yes.
Oh, I had that coming down the road just before I got here.
Yeah, that happens a lot, especially when she had her Diva car. It happened a ton.
Yes.
Oh, my mom actually, my mom, same thing with fun. My mom took my car to work one time, and she's just like, "Do you always get people like riding right next to you trying to take pictures and stuff?" Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Expect that.
And then
you get the attention.
One time in Florida, when I was in Florida for my sister's wedding, my dad was riding with me, and we had a security woman that pulled up and stopped me from leaving.
Oh.
And then she was asking, "Is there any way while you're still here if I could do a quick photo shoot, like an early morning shoot?"
Oh my God.
Because she also does photography on the side.
Wow.
So
yeah.
It's
it happens a lot.
It happens a lot.
Mini photo shoots are irregular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but just like what Kim said, sometimes when you're in a hurry, people would stop you, but yeah, that's the consequences of having a Good looking Itasha, right?
I have a question for John, actually. As Express King, we have been like in different cons, taking our cars. But we noticed that Anime Matsuri has the best logistic of all.
Right.
So I don't know if you can explain them like everything it takes, because I mean we noticed like wow, like they're protecting our cars, they take care of it.
Yes, that's very important. I took it upon myself to make sure the cars were taken care of, because I grew up showing my car, before I had the Itasha I now, I had a Mitsubishi Galant that I had spent a ton of money building, and I hated when people would damage it. Now, Matsuri and the team that I have, we absolutely pay attention, watch the cars, make sure they're taken care of.
Yes.
Because I've heard the horror stories and seen the pictures from some of the other cons. I'm not saying any of the other cons. I just think when you have a team that really cares about the scene and the Itasha scene, you get a better product.
That's true. That's true.
Security is absolutely important to have in every respect. And
yeah.
I mean, it even comes down to you locking your car at the show, because we had a problem years back where people would just open the car and sit in the car.
Mm-hmm. No, that doesn't happen in
It doesn't
anime
happen anymore.
series.
Not on my watch.
Not in.
I take
his
it
watch,
personally
yes.
when a car gets damaged. I take it very personally.
Yeah.
Because that's my job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
That's
you.
good. That's good. All right. On the next slide, for all of you who would like to be a part of the Itasha community, these are the Itasha communities to follow. So we have Houston Itasha, of course. I actually run it, and I found it. And we also have Anime Cars of the World, Deco Car, Itasha Alliance, Itasha Society, Itasha Nation, Team Senpai Squad. These are the Itasha communities also. So
I bet you can even find more.
right, there are a lot.
There's many more.
Yeah. So see, here in Houston Itasha, we welcome everybody, all the communities. It's not a competition, but we'd like to build the community. So we're also endorsing them. We're putting it out there for you all. So yeah. So if you do get to visit Houston, please visit us. Please visit the Itasha community. We will welcome you.
Do we have any questions?
Yes.
Redbeard Otaku, well, he popped one up. He asked if he can plug Itasha Alaska. So
I guess you
I
can.
guess
sure.
we can just do it. I just saw it. I'm like, oh, we can put that in there. Itasha Alaska.
Yeah, why not? Right? Yeah, and build your Itasha communities wherever you are. And then we can hook up, maybe have an event or something. Or you can come and join us in Anime Matsuri. Yeah.
And the scene is growing and growing and growing. It's amazing.
Yes.
What we're seeing right now.
Yeah. 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 Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much. This is
Thank you.
Yeah, this is
Be sure to subscribe.
yes, be
Yeah,
sure to
please.
subscribe.
Subscribe, like, check
Share.
out the other video, and
Yes.
share it. That helps us create more content. So
Yeah.
AnimeMatsuri.com, Anime Matsuri channel on YouTube, Instagram, all of that.
What
Express
else?
Skins,
Express Skins.
on TikTok,
Yeah.
YouTube, Instagram.
And join us in Houston Itasha. Yes. So you'll
Someone
know.
was talking about that bid that you guys did, that Demon Slayer bid that Dom put together.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So that video was just something for fun. It was just us leaving. Our friend Dom, that's actually going to school for photography and cinematography, put that together, and we had fun with it. We were laughing, and I guess it's making its round through social media. We posted this, posted about a year ago, I think. It is about a year. So, yeah, I mean, we're always trying to make some content and connect with other people, and that's part of it.
Oh my God, Sebastian Soto. He has a super chat, $10. Oh my God.
Hey,
Sebastian, you're the man. He
Line
says,
Control helping out.
yeah, he's the welcome squad. Well, Peachy and Scout, man, I owe my life to you guys. Aw, I appreciate you guys every day for the learning experience you guys gave me, and I'll continue to support you and the team. You're awesome. You're awesome, boy. He's my student, actually. I'm a teacher. He's my student. Yeah,
He was your student.
he
Sorry,
was my student. He was my student, and now he's working for Anime Matsuri. Oh, I'm proud of you, boy.
Is that all we got?
Yes. All
So
right.
make sure you guys buy your badges for AM 2021.
Yes. And join us
And
next
so you can see
year.
these cars in person.
Yes.
Oh, and definitely the
Good Smile Racing.
team.
You'll
Wow.
never know what's in store
Yep.
for Good Smile Racing. You'll never know.
Never
so,
know.
see
That
you
car is
next
amazing
year.
If you ever get to see it in person, it's
Yes.
absolutely beautiful.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.